Welcome to LUTV News InFocus, where we feature interesting topics on campus, in the community, and in the world of culture. I'm Chandler Smith. Another summer has passed, and so too has another installment in Lamar University's Summer Film program. This year's film, The Writings on the Wall, is a cautionary tale about the dangers and the crazy characters you meet when you associate with online dating. Hannah Hudgins, director of The Writings on the Wall, is here to tell us about the project, as well as give an insight in filmmaking in the Golden Triangle. Hannah, thank you for coming by and talking with us.
Awesome, thank y'all for inviting me.
Not a problem. So the program is a second time around, but it's still relatively new. So for people that don't know what it is the Summer Film Project?
So the Summer Film Project is a project for film students so they can go through and work on a professional level based project. So what we do is in the spring we go through and we do pre-production, we learn about casting, funding, and then we go for scripting and then script corrections. And then during the summer, we get to go through and film the entire script, which is absolutely great because it gets people who don't really know what they want to do in film a chance to go through and experience like what they want. So you can do like art department and, you know, set up sets. You can do directing, producing, cinematography, grip lighting and electrics, and just to go through and just learn different positions and just experiment. And then during the fall we do post-production, which would be editing, scoring, sound mastering. And so it's just a great way for us to get resume work while working on, not really working, but learning how to operate on a professional set. Okay.
And this is every position is a student or alumni, something like that?
Yes, so normally we keep it to all the positions are students. So all of our key positions that we have are students. The only people that we have are our executive producer, which is our professor, which basically the executive producer just goes through and they just kind of overshadow, and just to make sure that we're on the right track, we're meeting our deadlines. And then every now and then we'll invite an alumni down to come and help, because I know we had Anthony Fracastoro come through to do cinematography with us this semester.
So this is an area that isn't really well known for its film industry, perhaps. What is it? What would you say? What is a general way of thinking when it comes to being a filmmaker in the Golden Triangle? Have you faced any trials, any stresses with trying to get a project like this big project together in an area that may not be the most supportive of the industry that you're trying to go into?
Well, I think people think that the Golden Triangle doesn't really have a lot of filmmaking opportunities, but in reality, there's a lot of filmmaking opportunities out there. I know there's a lot of commercial work that's over here. There's a couple production companies that go through and do commercial work for like any of the hospitals or any of the banks around. Like there's a lot more that goes on here than what people would normally think of. I know there's Boomtown Film and Music Festival that they do the 48-hour race, and they go through and they actually hold a festival where you can win awards and submit entries. But I don't really feel like the Golden Triangle would really limit me as a filmmaker, because me as a filmmaker, I can go through and I can band together with some friends, some families, some other local filmmakers in the area and go ahead and make projects and submit them to other festivals. And that's just more work on my resume piece. So I feel like the Golden Triangle is not really a hindrance on a filmmaker. I think it's the filmmaker themselves limiting themselves, yeah.
For sure. And going off that note, why would you say having something like the Summer Film Project with all these film students and some non-film students who are interested in the field, why do you think that is such an important thing to have here at the university?
I think it's really important because it opens up a new learning experience. Like this year was my very first year directing. That wasn't like a friend-based group. So it's a way just to go through and just to learn and to open up your experiences. It's great for your resume. I know this will be going on IMDb, so like we'll get IMDb credit, which would make us a little bit more credible, and it's just great for portfolios.
Why is it important for people to study film? There's quite a few film majors here at Lamar University. Why do you think it's important for something like that to be relevant, for people to still pursue something like film, especially like we talked about in an earlier question, in an area that is dominated by, engineering and all that? Why do you think film is important to study in this environment?
Yes, I feel like it's important because I think film's going to be like the new thing that comes up because everything's going to the digital age. So not only do you have like film like movies, you also have videos for social media, you have videos for commercial work. Like there's a lot more things that you can do with film than people just think about. Like I know people normally think about movies, but the corporate side of film is a whole new world that everybody needs marketing promotions for their social media pages and other platforms that they need. So I think it's very important to go through and just express your creative side to everything.
Well, okay. Is there anything that you want to add about the summer film project experience or something coming up in the department?
I know that we're starting the summer film back up in spring, and I know it's going to be open script submissions. So if you go and you follow the comm department on Facebook at Lamar Department of Communications and Media, they're going to be posting updates. So if you want to write a film script or you want to be involved, just keep a lookout for that.
All right. Well, thank you for coming down
Awesome.
and talking
Thank
to us.
you.
Thank you so much. The Writings on the Wall is scheduled for release later on this year. Thank you for watching LUTV News in Focus. To see more content from LUTV News, follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.